Alright guys, been a while, a couple months probably since I really did a video on the bike. Hadn't really done very much to the bike. Guess I've been kind of busy with life, I guess, and for some reason I don't have as much fun messing with the bike as I used to. But y'all all know it's a 2013 Voyager. Do a little walk around. I did do one thing, so you know how we do this. We'll go around it real quick. We'll start with the latest things that we did. There's actually two things I think I did, now that I think about it. So it's getting warm here in South Carolina. March. Daytona Bike Week actually just started. And I actually thought about going down there, but probably will not. Daytona is about 6 hours from me. So of course we're still running the 19 Harley Davidson front wheel. Still got these bolts right here. There's a kit from Amazon, and they're chrome, and they're really holding up extremely well. There's no rust signs. I've had these for at least 8 months to a year. And if you look at any Harleys with this just factory bolts, those titanium, I guess it's titanium, those bolts, they've got a lot of rust. And these things, they were quite the deal. I think it was $12 maybe for the whole set. I can't remember how many came with the kit, but they were on Amazon, so they really add a lot. Alright, as always, I don't know what's going on with my light right there. I got a little bit of condensation in there. I just washed the bike. Don't like condensation. A little cough. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's talk. Here we go. I don't know if we ever did a video on these or not, but these are the this past winter, threw these on. The grip, what do you call those? Rock guards, whatever. Anyway, they're actually for Harley Davidson. As you can see, it's got that bracket that comes with it. It fit pretty well, and I just have it attached right on the brake. There's a, where are we at? Right here. Can anybody see my finger? Because I can't see my phone. But anyway, there's a bolt right in there that they're actually attached to. So pretty easy thing to put on. They come in clear, they come in tinted. These are actually clear, and I halfway tinted them. If you look real close, there's a lot of fingerprints in that thing. Alright, so that's one thing. Number two, just got done with this one. This is something, I'm actually not done with it. I lied. I'm halfway done. But this little strip, this LED strip right here, got a whole set of them, two of them, $10 on Amazon. Hopefully they will last a while, but they are pretty bright. I'm not sure what's in my trunk. Actually, I'll show you the inside before we turn them on. I still have some wiring to do. I haven't wired them into the turn signals yet. I'm waiting on some posi taps to make it easier to splice. I like to use posi locks to splice. Anybody that doesn't know anything about posi locks, look it up. Really an ingenious engineering device for wiring. Ooh, I'm scared to open it. Okay, not the worst. Not the worst. So, got some electrical tape over here right now. But as you can see, with these lights, I had to put a little hole here to get the wire through, and I'm gonna have to get some stuff just to hold this wire up against everything. Got it wired. It's going this way, this way, this way, coming out. Got some loom. The other side basically doing the same thing. I gotta attach it once I get done where I want it. But it's going through the factory hole down here to go for the turn signals. And I just, because I wanted to do it and get it done at least halfway, I just spliced into the trunk wiring for the running light. And as you can see, my trunk here because I did this, I just kind of cut that out a little bit, so no rubbing. And some people have been looking for a trunk organizer. This is actually a Kawasaki trunk organizer. If you ever get one, don't just do the Velcro tape up on it. Get some good adhesive. I think I'm using a 3M product to hold it up. That's basically why mine stays up and doesn't droop and stuff. All right, let's see these lights, because that's probably all we're going to talk about for the most part. So that's them. That is one of the lights. I really want to put some down here, but I'm just not sure how to do it yet. So that is the running light. We're going to do turn signal with it, and it's going to have another stage, you know, for brightness. And actually it's going to be a run turn. That's actually going to be a run, turn, brake light, all three. So that is going to be a brake light and a turn signal right there in that spot. I think it looks pretty decent. It's extremely bright at night. I mean, you could tell it's bright right now. So that's what I've been spending some time on lately. Once I start going with projects like this, typically I get in the mood a little bit more, but for some reason it's just lately I just hadn't been in the mood to start. So that's that light. Of course, we still got all the other lights in the rear. We're running that one light. We got a run turn module. And when I say run turn module, there's a much cheaper alternative than doing a Kawasaki module. Trailer module, that's all you need. Go to Walmart, go to Amazon, look for a Kurt or a Hopkins trailer module. Typically, if you're doing LED lighting, you're going to need a module for LED lighting. If you're just doing standard lighting, then they'll have a module just for regular bulbs. So that's what I'm using. It's about $20 or something. But what that basically does, for anyone that may not know, is it's going to take a 2 filament bulb, which is what I'm running in the rear. This is a signal and a running light from the factory. So by adding that module, you add a third. So now this is actually a running light all the time. If you hit the brakes, it's going to be a brake light. But if you hit a turn signal, the turn signal is going to take precedence over the brake light. So you're still going to have a brake light over here, but this is just going to flash. So it's good. As y'all can tell, I'm pretty lit up back there. That's actually a Kawasaki bar right there for anybody that doesn't know. Kawasaki, and I added the LEDs because they do come incandescent. Still running the dash cam in the rear. Still got my tent there, if you can tell that. So that's the rear. Here's the other light on the other side, the other light that we've got going on. Of course, we're running the 6.5s here. A little bit, as we always talk about, it sticks over a little bit. Nothing really too concerning. Got our tweeters for those components. These are JBL GTO components. And put the tweeters here in the seat. Slim's Custom Upholstery. You can find him on Facebook. He's the one that did my seat. He's here in South Carolina. You know what? I think he did a great job. And he didn't charge me an arm and a leg, which is really the great part. Still running the Cobra 4s. Those are Cobras. Of course, we're running this air kit. I've actually been thinking lately, well, I've been thinking a long time about making this kit and maybe starting to sell them. If anybody would be interested in that, just let me know. Of course, you wouldn't get all this stuff, the AutoZone stuff. That's the AutoZone stuff, kind of says limited edition. I just wanted to kind of put something down there. But what you would get is the back plate, and mostly the back plate. If you wanted to add a custom air kit, we could probably do that as well. Pretty much any Harley Davidson air kit we can make it work. The only thing with these air kits that you have to be cautious of is how much they stick out. I've seen some I really like, but I'm kind of worried that they're gonna stick out a little bit too much and make it very uncomfortable. So again, if anybody, go ahead and comment if you think you'd be interested in something like that. Not sure on the price. I've got a machine shop. I don't do this myself. Machine shop actually did that back plate for me. Of course, we're running the Kawasaki still with the passenger heel footrest on the front. So I think they're discontinued, but I think they've been a pretty good product. Flame boards discontinued. Don't know why they would discontinue those things, but they did. Pockets. This is actually from a windshield bag. We've talked about these before. They fit pretty well. They actually almost look like they belong there. The way that I've mounted them is tape, and if we were to look in here, there are actually some bolts that also hold it together. So it's pretty sturdy. Don't have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and turn the bike back off so that humming will stop. Of course, these are the bars I'm running. Those are Harley Davidson bars. Sinister bars is what you call these things. And a lot of you know, here recently I went back to black bars. Started off with black bars, went to these HD Sinisters, went to another set of black bars that were 12-inch. Started with 10 black, went to these, went to 12-inch black, ended up back here. Really like the look. I like it. Center tank patch pocket. You can buy something. There's some companies, Sagebrush maybe, Leathers. Some other people they make one specifically for this bike, but you are going to pay for it. This is from Amazon. People hate me because I shop on Amazon, but I'm going to tell you something. I love Amazon because if I don't like it, I send it back. They don't question me. They say, hey, send it back. We'll send you your money back. Trial and error sometimes. This is for a fat boy. Okay, so if y'all were to get on Amazon or anywhere, you see a pocket for a fat boy, it's probably going to fit pretty much just like this one fits. I just drilled 2 holes right here in the center console, and boom, boom, boom. And there's also 1 hole right down here, so there's 3 points holding that on. No trouble with it. No trouble. Luggage rack, Stealth. Of course, for a Harley. It is not going to fit straight out the box. Got a washer. I've got a washer and I've got a stand. Anybody that wanted to do this, go to Lowe's. Have a look at some of the cabinet hardware. Find you a black cabinet hardware knob or something. Boom, you're set. That's actually an aftermarket antenna right there. Like 12 bucks maybe. And of course my seat, heated, and the passenger seat's also heated right there with that switch. We already talked about 6.5s. Talked about that. Audio, still running the sub right there. Somebody was recently asking about that grill. That is actually a kicker grill, and I just put it on top, so it's covering up the pulk. That's a kicker grill. Sometimes some of the smallest things you do to a bike makes the biggest difference. I tend to think that these graphics that I put on really add a lot to the bike, especially that silver color. It just really, to me, it just really rocks the blue and the black. This is one of my favorite paint schemes that they've done. The only other better paint scheme than this, I think, would be a solid red or a solid color. Kawasaki mirrors here, y'all. Industry, I never can remember what it is, but that's those. You can get them in black. If you wanted to get black as the mirror and chrome as this accent color, you could. They've got a couple different ways to customize. Of course, the dash is always one of those things that people kind of look at. Still rocking the 7-inch GPS. Still rocking the 7-inch GPS. So it's good. Of course, the dash cam, we're still rocking that. We're rocking the Kenwood X704 still. JBL's up front. Of course, we put some switches in here. That actually is power for the GPS. In case everyone turned it off. We got the voltmeter. And we've got USBs. Oxford heated grips. Got the Oxfords. They are getting some age on them. As you can see, I've actually got another set in the house, but I just haven't put them on. But you can see where they get hot sometimes. And if you're wearing gloves, which I think is what I did, I was wearing gloves, I think it started rubbing it. And that heat on that plastic, you know, sometimes it'll take it out. Of course, we're still doing the V in the middle there with our headlight. That actually will do white or amber. We're doing the demon eyes on the sides, which I'm not using the demon eye, but that's there. These front signals are LEDs. Takes a little bit of work to make them, you know, do it to fit. I've probably got another video. If y'all scour my videos, you'll see something about that. Of course, we still got the ones on the crash bars as well. We've got a nice radiator cover there, made by Highway Hawk. It's actually for a VN1700, I believe, but we can make it fit. Kuriokin stirrup style pegs. Those are switchblades. That's what those are, switchblades. All right, guys, I think that's it. The only other thing we might not have talked about is, of course, I'm turning the bike off, right? Bike's off, no key, no magic. It's actually in the off position. So turn it on. And that's all possible because of this fine thing right here. Digital guard dog, key fob, real easy to put together, super duper easy. Anybody can do it. I've got a video to kind of show you how to put that together. Again, anybody's got any questions, just let me know. If anybody's interested in the air kit, let me know. But that's the bike. That is the bike. That's all I got, guys. Remember, if you need some oil, please have a look at what we got. www.MEtricoil.com. We got all the EMS oil that you want. And check out Power Foam too. If you're gonna do an order, just add a can of Power Foam, and you'll thank me later. All right, guys. Until next time, everybody be safe out there. Take care.